Welcome YouTube. Hopefully you can hear me. It says that you can hear me down there. So welcome YouTube, welcome Twitch, and welcome Mixer to a later than normal stream for a Saturday. But this is going to be my first stream after I've actually changed some of my hardware. And, well, you can see out the window up there, there's some nice cars. And we're going to be using Assetto Corsa Competizione. This is the release 7, which of course was a surprise release. There's been a couple of patches to this release as well. Before they do the live, I don't know if they are going to do some more patches before the live, but the live version 1 of the game is due to be out next month. So exciting, but I thought I'd pop in back into this because it's rather demanding. I don't know how this is going to go because we've got a brand new system. Apparently we've got low tyre pressure and we should stay clear of the curbs. I'm sure I didn't unpause that. I hope I didn't. Maybe I did. We'll find out in a sec. No, we're okay. We're okay. So, yeah. It's this is Assetto Corsa Competizione, release 7. I'm just going to go through a couple of things here. Now, I'm not showing FPS because I can't get the FPS to show up properly on screen. It just shows my 60 FPS of the broadcasting software, which is not so great. But what it can show us up there, just above me, is my CPU usage and my GPU usage and the temperatures and some different other things like the CPU clock speed and the DDR clock speed, the RAM basically. So hopefully that'll be helpful for give people an idea, so that people know what exactly I'm racing at in here. I'm just going to go through a couple of settings. I know you guys can't actually see what I see, which is a menu up in front of my eyes that tells me what my settings are.
Says your PC is up and running.
The PC is up and running. It hasn't got all of the software on yet, but it's got most of it. Hopefully the sound is okay. I'm using a new the mod mic, which I've had problems attaching this to the headset. So anybody who's got a really good solution for attaching the mod mic to an Oculus Rift, please tell me, because my original attachment came off, and at the moment I've got a couple of extra strong double-sided sticky tape bits to repair the little magnets that these things attach on with, and I've attached that, you know, onto my headphone part. Right, we're going to go just down the list of what exactly I've got the in-game settings at, so you've got an idea on here. So the ones that matter, so we go past all the ones that are to deal with the flat gaming, such as screen resolution, because that doesn't actually apply here. So we've got view distance high, shadows high, anti-aliasing high, the type is temporal, we've got effects epic, post-processing is on epic, sharpness is 80%, foliage is mid, the textures are on epic, the frame limit is off. Our tyre pressure is apparently low, and I should stay away from curbs, which we will have to do at some point. It does that a lot with this Ferrari. The mirror view distance is 100 meters. Mirror quality is mid. The opponent's visibility is all. We're on a grid here with, I think, 19 opponents and me. So that's like 20 cars. Motion blur, of course, is disabled. My locked horizon is 0. And I've got a... Thank you, Stormy. And we've got a pixel density of 150%. We also have...
Dead 1984.
Oh.
Says WH.
Hey, Deej. I know it says Dudge. How does it pronounce that? Also,
1984 says, "What up, people?"
exactly. The other thing we've got is saturation is 100. Advanced sharpen filter is disabled. Materials quality is all high. Temporal upsampling is enabled. Volumetric flog.
Daniels
Oof.
says,
Oof.
"Veg."
Volumetric fog is enabled. Boom quality is high. Foliage is mid. And camera dirt effect is at 3. I don't know what the camera dirt effect is going to do, but hey, we'll put it on 3 because it's on 3. So that's all the sort of like settings that I'm running with.
Stormy Daniels says, "I love being in a car with someone else. It is more fun."
Mm-hmm. I concur, Stormy. I concur.
"Stormy, where have you been?"
About is usually the word, isn't it, Stormy? On where you have been, or is it he secret? Right. Okay. Going back. So let's get into the game. So I want to start. We're here in Germany, by the way. If you don't recognise the track yet, this is the Nordschleife. So you know, the GP part of it.
"Not seen Stormy in ages."
Well, I haven't been streaming in a little while because I've been setting up this. So we're going to restart here and see where we're going. Alright. We are playing as Mikhail Broniskowski. Broniskowski. Yeah. That guy. Number 14. Oh, we got 16 cars, sorry. So 16, not 20.
Says, "Giving him a helping hand."
Nice. Writing a book and helping ad man. Good job. Interesting. Right, as we can see here, there's some new additions with this version. Such as dynamic weather. So this should be interesting. We got dynamic weather, and it's going to shift between possibly rain, possibly overclouded night. We've got a bit of time duration thing, so we're starting in the early hours of the morning. We should hopefully get through to sunrise if I make it through the race. So let's go on with it. We've got a bit of extra start time as well. I'm very happy to report that now the overlays actually work right.
"It is good to see everyone. Hope everyone's well."
Oh, I hope everybody's well as well. How you doing, by the way, Tantrum? And don't forget, people, that if you haven't subscribed, then please do so. Notification bells. We know that Stormy's subscribed, so that's a ringing endorsement.
Veg 1984. What car are you excited about? Stormy Daniels
Whoa!
tonight. Salsa. Great Tantrum says, "I can't wait for PS5. Games like this should work in VR on that system."
Yes. Games like this should hopefully work on PS5 like this, though I would say GT, with the whole of GT Sport being in VR and playable, should be possible with the amount of power that's getting. This game, maybe not so much, because it's a little bit demanding, even for this system. So I'm getting like 45 frames per second in here.
Stormy Daniels says, I can't wait for Atari VCS.
What's the time frame on Atari VCS? I haven't been keeping track of that lately.
Stormy Daniels says, anything that has wood I'm in.
Yeah, I think it would be truly awesome to have GT Sport as the full game in VR. I can't disagree more. It's, you know, more arcadey than this, but it's good fun, and, you know, to have it in VR would just be absolute stellar. Right, we're going to restart this because that was a really poor start there. Actually, I'm going to quit out of here, and we're going to increase the people on the starting grid to what is actually in the Blancpain GT series a little bit closer. So we're going to increase the number of cars on the track. So there's a total of 20 cars, including myself. So we're going to have opponent numbers.
Awesome to get a full GT experience in VR. Great Tantrum says, right, but PS5 is a streamlined system. It doesn't need as much power as a PC to run the games.
This is true.
Tantrum.
You're quite right, Tantrum.
Nobody at first didn't think PS4 could do VR, but here we are today.
Oh yeah, I do agree. Though I just think that Assetto Corsa is very demanding, full stop, and it will be harder to do as a thing. So it'll be pushing it, I think, at the moment, because there's a lot going on with this. They are pushing it on the VR side on PC, but so it's a bit of a struggle. It might happen. Assetto Corsa, the original Assetto Corsa in VR on PS5. Now that should be definitely possible. Possibly, you know, I think from the stats that we've seen about PS5, the Project Cars 2 in VR.
Video card, CPU, and etc.
You know, so I think some of the ones that are a little bit more track proven.
A question, in your opinion, everyone, what is the best handheld made to date?
Best handheld made to date is the PC Engine. That's gotta be it. It's gotta be the portable PC Engine, TurboGrafx. It's, you know, insane. That or a Neo Geo, anything Neo Geo for retro gaming, that I'm in. But they're all expensive, and the PC Engine wasn't released in Europe. It was like Japan only, but it had some amazing side-scrolling shooters and stuff like that on it. All right, let's restart that with a full. Yeah, we're gonna have 20 cars in total, and we're Michael Bransky.
I never owned a handheld until the 3DS.
I had the original Game Boy.
Fair point. The Neo Geo is the Rolls Royce of gaming.
It certainly is. Okay, we got 19. Yeah, so 19 on track. No, 20. There we go. We got 20 people on track. Let's see how this goes.
Daniels says, GTT really? Do you like the 3DS? Dej 1984 says, I used to love the Game Boy back in the day.
Oh yeah, that lovely green screen.
Low tire pressure, stay clear of the curbs.
Great Tantrum says, Daniels says 30 years old now the Game Boy.
Why did they slow down? Come on, guys.
Stormy Daniels says
Green light, go, go, go.
3DS has a lot of games with it. I have the Game Boy Advance and the PSP.
Oh my word, the AI has gone nuts. So you saw that, didn't you, people? Did you see that mess? The AI has just completely messed the startup. So this is early access still, although it's coming out next month. That's the first as a start for me. I've never seen a start like that.
Great Tantrum says my latest handheld IO now is the Nintendo Switch.
I haven't gone with the Switch myself. Obviously, there is VR on the Switch, which is surprising some people.
Stormy Daniels says, GTT, do you like it? I've been debating over getting one.
I'm gonna have to turn some audio down here, people. Tell me if it's too much, because I couldn't hear you guys over the engine noise, and I want to be able to, be in conversation. How is the sound, by the way? I hope it's all sounding okay, and my own deeper breathing sometimes is not being too offensive, because I haven't got the sound filters that I normally have on my voice today. So this is me uncut, if you like.
Great Tantrum says, at Stormy Daniels, I got the Switch because of the announcement of Super Mario Maker 2. Stormy
Cool.
Daniels says, audio is fine. Try singing Salsa to test it.
If I start singing at this moment in time, I will break your ears.
We sound quiet. Stormy Daniels says, GTT Fairpoint.
Yeah, you guys will be at about half volume to myself. That's kind of like by design, the same as the game sound, which I've just reduced a bit, because otherwise I'll be trying to shout out really loud. So there's reasons on that one.
Yes, true, GTT.
But hopefully you should be able to hear you guys as well, higher than the game volume. Right, let's see if we can actually make it to the first corner now. That's so unexpected. That was so unexpected. But this game looks amazing now.
Low tire pressure, stay away from curbs.
It is running, the target speed is 45 frames per second. In here, still.
Green light, go, go, go.
See, have we picked up a good number of places there?
Great Tantrum says, I can't believe that the Rift S has a higher resolution, yet still only requires the same specs to run it as Rift.
Yeah, that slightly lower FPS makes a hell of a lot of difference. I have to be careful on my tires. They're still cold and not worn yet. Oh, 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 oh. We haven't got the heat in the tyres there. That was a big mistake on my point. I'll need to read that back in a minute.
Great Tantrum says, I doubt anyone won't notice the HZ drop, but they will notice the image quality bump.
Hopefully the stream does actually look good, very good for you, I hope. As part of it is to try and up performance for myself as well as the stream and what you guys can see. So we're encoding this with the graphics card, not with the CPU. I overshot my break point there. We rescued it though. This Ferrari is a lot more tamer than the Hurricane that I generally like more. That's good. So yeah, we're using the NVAT, the NVIDIA encoder. So it's hardware encoded by the GPU. So the GPU is handling the game and the video encoding.
Great Tantrum says, Nvidia kicks butt.
Yeah, NVIDIA and OBS. It also works on XSplit, though I'm using OBS at the moment. I do actually have a license for XSplit as well, so I will test that out at some point as well. Oh, I do love this. Getting to drive a Ferrari like this in an actual race like this, I mean, look at this. Oh, sorry, Mercedes. I'm holding people up. Yeah, getting to actually drive something like this, a monstrous car, which, let's face it, based on that little mishap, I won't be allowed to do in real life, and I'm not going to have the money to do in real life, is just absolutely phenomenal.
Great Tantrum says, to think about it, I don't understand why people want super high-res VR. Games like this still struggles even on raved V.
Yeah, a lot of people keep on trying to push the thing about high resolution. One of the headsets to actually look out for is the Xtal and what they are doing there. Because one of the things that we often have to do here on the Rift, and in fact a lot of the other headsets, is super sample to make things look right and sharp. One of the things they seem to be doing on the Xtal really well is what they do with optimization at the natural normal resolution of the headset, and make the most of not having to super sample in the first place, which of course, like I say, I'm super sampling at the moment, so I'm at 1.5 resolution of the game. So they quite often we have to render the game above the resolution of the screen to actually get it to look really good. Whereas
Great tantrum.
there's obviously some things that can be done different there. Yeah, it is, because the glass in that is some impressive glass, basically. I think that's where they've put most of their budget, is in the development of their optics, which is not Fresnel lenses, and the screens as well, on how they deliver that. The other one that should hopefully bear resemblance will of course be the Star VR 1. That also has eye tracking as well as some very fancy glass, and you can use the eye tracking to produce fovetted rendering. Now, rapidly adjusting fovetted rendering to your eye track position, of course, would be amazing for results there. So wherever your eyes are actually looking, you could be rendering in super high details. Tried to push the outside, didn't happen. So you can have really high detail there. We got him.
Great tantrum. Says. VR XTAL is amazing, I hear. I also heard it does eye track radiated rendering, which further performance.
Yes, that has eye tracking as well. It also has the hand tracking built in. That was right on the edge there. Look at the detail on that car. That's a little bit too close. It was almost climbing into the back of its engine there. That lovely Audi. The lovely Audi R8. Very similar, of course, to the Lamborghini, the R8, in a lot of ways, because they share a number of things. They're basically very similar cars, though the Lamborghini always seems to be a bit more aggressively placed. You can see it's turning today here. We're going to try and push up a bit more. Still got to push hard here. We got the daylight coming up. The leader's finished. But we're back in probably, we started back in 15th, I think. So 15 places in the space of a 10-minute race is a little bit difficult. I've only got the AI set to 80%.
I'll bring the car back.
Great tantrum. Says. So if GT Sport had full VR support, would you be back on it?
Okay. We need to see what some of you guys were saying there, because I missed some of the conversation. Check this out. Crowd celebrating. Yoo-hoo, crowd. Okay, let's see. GT Sport, if it had full VR, yeah, I would do some more content for it, definitely, 100%. Because it's got a huge amount of cars. It's got some really nice tracks. It's got some good fun things. Plus, it means there'd be entire different things that you can get into and compete on. And if you could do that in full VR, yes. I mean, on the PC side, Project Cars 2, this will have online competition, and that's all between both flat screen and VR and people with triple screens or whatever. Everybody should be able to compete together. Just for something for you guys as well, we actually finished in 5th place there. So I'm actually a little bit proud of that. So we went all the way from 15th place, gained 10 places up there. And I did have a couple of mishaps, but you see this game though. It really is looking good. So far I'm pretty pleased. Let's see, CPU usage is low, and our GPU usage is a bit higher. What we're actually looking for in those stats up there is to get a good balance. We actually want to have, well, if we're more bound to the GPU, then that's going to be better. So where we're seeing GPU usage, if that's around the 80 or 90%, then we're on a good winner for what we've matched out with in terms of the CPU. So that's the good balance point here. That's what I'm looking for. Of course, I'm taking away some of the performance of the graphics card here by actually also broadcasting from this. So in theory, it would be possible to push this game a little bit further through overclocking and different things like that. I did earlier have this track with some lesser settings running at 90 FPS with other cars on the track. Oh, there's a bit of a kerfuffle out there. Oh, this is basically the replay of what happened. That was me. That was my Ferrari there. Right, let's go back. So yeah, there's a lot of things that are out there. Of course, we've got for headsets coming up as well. We have to see what Vive is gonna pull up, because the Vive Index. Details of the Vive Index is imminent. We should hopefully have release dates for the Oculus Quest as well. For VR in total, I think the Oculus Quest is going to be the real game changer, because the Oculus Quest will in effect be the first standalone 6DoF with hand tracking. I know that there is also the HTC, what's that one called? There's a HTC which is 6DoF standalone headset, which isn't actually released out here, but is in Asia. But that didn't have hand tracking, though they are adding that, I believe, or have only just added it in some way or another. But yeah, the Quest I think is the game changer because that's going to be obviously the standalone VR console, if you like. Right. We're going to move on and change up a little bit. We're going to change the time of day. And we're going to keep everything else the same on this next race.
Great tantrum.
Apart from
HTCV Focus or the Cosmos. Great
the
tantrum.
Focus.
Says Focus Plus.
Yeah, the Focus. And then the Focus Plus is going to has the hand tracking. But that is Asia only. I don't know if they're bringing that out this side or not. Right, we're going to change the time of day. We're going to go from in the early evening. Keep the same position. Opponent skill and we'll go from say 7 o'clock in the evening. And the weather, we now have dynamic weather in here, so we're going to go from clear, actually cloudy. We're going to have dynamic weather basically. I'm going to go variability of. Can we actually change the no, we can't. That's a bit annoying. Oh, I need to. I'm going to give a 50% variability to the weather. So we could go from clear to cloudy to rain. So that could be very different.
Says, imagine trying to run this game on a Windows VR 2160X 2160p like the HP Reverb or the Acer Concept, dear Joe.
Yeah, you are going to run into some issues. I mean, this game, a lot of people do run this game on Odysseys and Odyssey Pluses with some good results. It is possible, but at the moment, I think the machine that I'm running on is probably pretty god tier. In case you're wondering about the specs on the build that I'm currently running, I am running a
Great tantrum says, not happening unless you potato the game.
Well, the game does, like I say, run. You generally aim for the 45 frames on this game. It has to be said. I've gone and aimed at the 45 frames. I have off of stream done a aim for 90 with some reasonable settings. I haven't quite achieved that yet. I mean, I could potato it in certain other ways. There's some bits that wouldn't totally potato it. And I didn't totally potato it, and I was getting some pretty good results. But then I needed that extra sharpness, so I pushed the super sampling up, which results in a much more heavier loading. But one of the things I am going to want to see is what's going on with that. One of the things I must say, actually, I know we're in a menu which is really kind of light here. It's like a little box room thing. And you can see up there it's saying that my GPU is at 96% usage. Now, something that did happen earlier, which is quite interesting, was before it locks you in this place here, because you can see I'm moving, and I don't like that they do this because they lock you against this wall, which I think is a really, really horrible thing to do for a menu for VR. I can't see the person that you can see behind there. There. Because they're behind a menu. They do that. You've got that guy, but under the floor, there is a car. There is a hidden car under the floor of this room. And something with that car and some other text objects and other things, I think, are causing the whole load issue on the GPU. So, just an FYI. Hopefully you found that somewhat intriguing. I found it intriguing when I found out. Right. Let's go back. So we're going to have some good weather to start with, hopefully. Possibly some cloud, possibly some rain. It's a 50-50 chance over the weather changing over the course of this one. We're going to be starting at 7 o'clock in the evening. I am going to be driving the Ferrari 488 GT3 again, the Ferrari of Michael Bronski. Bronitsky. There we go. Something like that. I'm sorry if I've mispronounced his name. He's a fine-looking fellow with a fine-looking car. And I'm taking his place at the moment from the Pro AM part of the Blogpan series. So let's get going. Let's get going. Right, so now we can see a lot nicer type of effects here in the sun. We've got rays coming off the sun. Nice clear skies. A little bit of cloud cover. I like that. It's pretty. Now this game on the 2D side is actually due to have ray tracing. I didn't hear something there. How you doing, by the way?
Morgs says, "You're one of my favorite YouTubers."
Well, thank you very much. I've checked out some of yours as well, I think. Not exactly my style, but hey, it takes all sorts. As long as you have fun. Right, let's go with this. Oh, in the Ferrari. I like it. I do love my Lamborghinis as well, but it's a little bit aggressive. I want to be able to make it around. So tyres are cold again. We're running like about 23 PSI at the moment in the... Oh, check that. No angry face. It's different style. That didn't work. We're going to change there. Hey, Sage Cedar. How you doing? We're going to restart. But, yeah, no. Everybody's to their own, definitely. Couple of bits. Definitely found different. Yes, there's doing different things. We've got a new system. So the new system is running, working, hopefully working well. Though the AI is having some issues in this. Yeah, the AI is definitely having some issues. So hopefully they'll sort those AI issues out, and hopefully we'll get a good race this time. And then we might take a look at a different track. But we want to see some different weather conditions. It is a beautiful game. It's amazing to be able to be in a car like this. Should have these green lights. There we go. Get in the drift. Hopefully take some places. Whoa, dude. Did you see that? So we're back in last because that guy really did cut across badly. So we're going from a very, very bad position.
Great Tantrum says, someday ray tracing will be available for VR.
I think it's a case of getting the balance right, because there's definitely going to be some applications for ray tracing in VR when you're using different dedicated hardware, depending on what can be done in parallel. It's all I think about parallel processing. What bit uses what? So if you know, so if there is somewhere in the pipeline where they can fit the ray tracing in, I know that there are other things on there, but we have a much different creed on the FPS. Now, VR is demanding. One of the areas that's always demanding is things like shadows, global illuminations, but there are different things that could potentially be done very well, and they are already making a lot of progress. Oh wow, that's almost blinding. I'm too fast there. Too fast by far. Took that corner dreadfully.
Great Tantrum says, right now lighting it is done through triggery and simulation.
Yeah. See if we can't peek up the inside here. Yeah, we can take one position at least. I tried to peek there as well, but that would have been so dodgy. Oh, this is such a beautiful game. It is looking really good, and 45 frames per second with the asynchronous space warp 2 is perfectly livable. It feels nice and stable. Gain another place there. Think we can gain another one up the inside here. Yeah, we did. That's good, clean. I need good, clean ones to fill up the ranking system here. So this game does have ranking systems in it. And I need to get better to be able to race online with this as well. So it will kind of try to skill match out on how clean a race people race. We can peek this one. Yeah, we got him. We got another one? Yes, we can. Good line through there. Up in behind this Lamborghini, see if we can make another place on the straight. Watch out for the Mercedes. We don't want any drama in T1. Tuck up nice and good. Pushing it a little bit there.
Says, I notice lighting is done very well on GT Sport in VR. At least on my Pro.
Yes, the lighting in GT Sport is actually really good. That was a little bit too pushed by me. That was a dodgy corner. I didn't take that very well. I do love how they've got the foot animation just right for how I'm actually using the pedal.
Great Tantrum says, I wish it also had dynamic skies though.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. The dynamic skies do breathe a whole new level into it.
Hey bro, nice to see your steering wheel work again. Grinning face with big eyes.
Hey RVR, how you doing? Anybody who hasn't seen RVR's Closets channel as well. So Tantrum, if you haven't checked out the racing over that side as well, he does a lot better than me. He's got an amazing rig packed into a little closet. That was almost overshot. That was right on the line.
Great Tantrum says, I watched some RVR stuff too. Great Tantrum says, I'm selling.
Excellent. Of course, hopefully there will be a new I'll be able to maybe join back to doing some of the Dirt Rally content as well. We've got Dirt Rally 2 coming in the summer to VR, and I'll be picking that up, of course. Oh, I made a mistake there. That was almost costly.
RVR Closet says, thanks Bud and hi and thanks Great Tantrum. Grinning face with big eyes, how does ACC perform on the clean system?
It's performing pretty well, actually. Especially since I'm streaming as well from the same system. So, excuse me for... I was just concentrating on a breakpoint. Let's have a cheeky one here. Can I get him? I got him. So yeah, I did do it off stream as well earlier, where I don't have the same pressures, but if I was being a little bit more conservative on the overall graphic quality, then it is possible to get 90 frames per second now.
Says, you'll have to give ACC a go again.
Excellent job, mate. B3, we're on the podium. Now bring it back home safely.
Apart from the red on the first lap there, I got a clean across the board there. That was good. That was a good race for me. No, they have made some real quality of life improvements here on ACC as well. So the graphics overlays, all the HUD and that, are now actually working, which is of a great relief. That fog and smoke really does eat into the FPS though. I did see a little bit of a stutter there. Okay, so we hit the pause button now. Yeah, dude, definitely. So this is the replay of the laps here. So where did I come in? I came in third. So this is a full grid of 20. I came
RVR closet.
from 15th.
Race room. Meeting tomorrow. Grinning face.
Race room. I've only got the basics in race room.
Says, not bad.
Check that. This looks awesome. So that's the leader. Let's see if we can see where I am. No. That should be me. That was me catching up there. It does look beautiful though. Right. Moving on. Oh, I'm getting very hot. So, yeah. I am pleased. Thus far. Hopefully, you're seeing this in what we're seeing up in the stats there. So the stats don't look too bad. Oh my god, my GPU usage again, like I say, is there. GPU usage up in the 83s. CPU 64. That's a good place to be. And it's only got 25%. I don't know what it is in the race. I haven't looked down while I'm racing, so that'd be interesting. Let's change the track out. I think, Nuremberg is actually the favourite on here. I'm hoping that they will release Brands Hatch before the Blackpan series actually races on
RVR says, what tracks do they have in this now?
they still haven't added a great deal, but I am hoping they'll add the Brands Hatch before the real life Brands Hatch event happens. That would be really awesome of them if they could make another bit release before the end of the next month, because the full game is due to come out at the end of next month. So we'll be looking forward to that. But at the moment, all we've got is the Nuremberg Ring. The Nuremberg Ring in Germany, so that's there. The GP course, of course. We've got Zolder in Belgium. We've got the Monza circuit in Italy, which is where they actually were recently and had a full set of simulators out there and run a complete race series with newer cars. They actually had the complete set of cars in that build that they were running that with at Monza. So they was actually there right by the track where the glass is, by the pit lanes, so you could look out of where they had all the sims set up with ACC, and it was like there is the actual cars and there was the actual race happening, while you could also be in there racing on that setup. So that's pretty awesome. So Monza, Paul Ricard, France. We've got the Massino World Circuit in Italy, and Hungaroring in Hungary. So, and that brings us back to Nuremberg. But what we should end up with is, let's see, we should end up with Zolder, Monza, Brands Hatch, Silverstone, Paul Ricard, the Massano World Circuit, the Spa. Spa should be in there as well. The Hungaroring, we've already gone with Nuremberg, and then Barcelona. Now, that's the Europe side of the Blancpain. There is two more race series that happens, I think. So you have this, the Europe side, the American side, the Americas side, and the Asian side. Now, I don't know if they're going to put all of those into this as well. But certainly the tracks that's listed there should be available at the end. But I don't know if they're going to put the Asian and the American ones in as well. I hope they are, because that would really make it really interesting if you could have everything from the Blancpain. I always get messed up on the saying of that. It always looks like blank pain, but it's blank pan, or whatever, something like that. Right. Let's, what should we do? Should we try Zolder? Zolder or Hungaroring?
RVR Closet says, hope they add DLCs for the Asian and American later then.
Yeah, I hope so. It would be really cool. I think there is a season pass thing, so I'm guessing that there probably will be. Should we go with Zolder, or shall we go for Hungaroring? What do you reckon? Zolder or Hungaroring?
RVR Closet says, Hungaroring.
Hungaroring. Hungaroring. My pronunciation is dreadful. Okay, so we're going to do the same sort of time of day. We're going to keep the weather good first of all. I can't remember all of this track. It's the weird one with the lots of complicated turns on it.
Don't think I've seen that track in this game.
Okay. It's quite it's got a lot of what do you call it? Complete kind of U-turn type stuff in here. Hairpins. a lot of tight, close, low speed corners. So
Our closet says a lot of S's.
yes, yeah. S-Ben's. It's got an entire compact section which has got lots and lots of these turns. So we'll see how it goes. Beginner. Let's say start. We've got there's other things that's added to this as well, such as the damage system. I love the look of that. There's something really good about just looking down here and seeing all of this from that perspective. I'm like, yeah. You know it's cool. We're ready to go. I do like that though. All the turns of the track. There's the whole track. There you go. You see there's a little go-kart track in the middle there as well. Or it looks like it's a go-kart track, which would be awesome. Be awesome if there's a go-kart track, miniature of the full-size track. We got a bit of extra time on the start here, on the rolling start.
Low tire pressure. Stay clear of the curbs. Green light. Give it all you can.
Whoa! Thanks. I think that deserves a restart, don't you? That was like, whoa. That was rough. That was rough.
Stay in double file.
I love that, where it does that. You can actually set it for the power and the buttons so that you have to do some of that yourself.
Green light. Green light. Go, go, go.
Oh, that was so close there, buddy.
RBR closet says there is a indoor kart track, Nürburgring and kart barn that is in Kart Racing Pro.
I'm gonna have to read that back later.
RBR closet says hee hee hee.
Oh, that was so close, dude. Yeah, it's a little hard to hear over the engine noise a bit. I still need to turn the system sound down a bit. While the tyres are cold and I don't know where I'm going, I think I should be very careful. We got a right-hander there. Snuck in, snuck in.
Fastest lap of the race, man. Good job.
We brushed up against that Audi there. It was only a little tap. Quite friendly, really. That's as bumper to bumper as it gets. That is so cool. This is why I love sim racing in VR. It's just so amazing. Oh, damn. That was a little tap. That was a tiny tap. You could barely feel that one.
RVR Closet says, it's the best.
It does really rate highly.
RVR Closet says, love close racing.
Yeah. It really does pull out that sort of intenseness.
Well done, mate. That's all best. You're at the halfway mark. Keep pushing.
Oh, almost lost it. I'm not sure on my position here, if I'm actually in first or not. I think I am. It's incredible. So now I've just got to not lose it. It means I'm showing some improvement.
Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
Could have pushed that further. But I'd rather be safe than come off. Oh, he says, and then... Save that just. That was a little bit in the the trap there, but we're okay with that S-bend. It's a nice track, but it's very, very, very short bursts. Needs shorter gearing. I've just got the standard loose gearing on here at the moment. Not trying to push anything out. You get the more aggressive setup, and obviously that can be different. Back to the home straight again. Oh.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
No, 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 no. Oh. I've got such a lead at the moment that it doesn't matter. Here comes the rest of the cars, though. That scrubs some wear and good... I've lost it. Alright. We'll get our head back in the game.
Alright, man. The leader is on the final lap. Give it a final push.
Hey, look at the fireworks. Yeah.
RVR closet.
Oh,
That looks really nice.
it does look cool. Oh, was a little bit too far over there.
And the smoke after the race as well.
Oh. Now there's cars right behind me.
Leader has finished the race.
RVR closet. Says. Done.
So I wasn't in the lead. The leader was way out there. fireworks and smoke.
Excellent job, man. P2. Well managed. Bring it
So
back.
there we go, P2. P2, that feels pretty good.
RVR closet. Says. Sweet.
I made some big mistakes there as well, though. Maybe if I didn't make those mistakes, I could have been a little bit closer to the P1. I keep on forgetting about that one, though. Oh. Yeah. It is certainly looking like a much better prospect of a game. I'm glad I picked it up in early access. I think it is doing well. Let's show how severe the weather can get, though. So that's it with nice weather on a nice clear day. Let's change this up a bit. I'm going to change it up. I'm going to change the weather. See how the system deals with some much more extreme weather. So, track conditions. Say hello to heavy rain. I've got a 50% variability, so I'm probably going to go between...
Says. It can be really bad. Grinning face with big eyes.
yeah. So I'm going to go for heavy rain, which means with the variability that I'm going for here, we could basically be looking at anything from sort of like maybe light rain through to a full-on storm. The ambient track temperature is going to be like 14 C. Precipitation is going to be like 62% as a starter, and the cloud cover is going to be 80% at the start. We're going to have water is apparently going to be starting at 40%, with standing water also on the track. So that's going to be yeah. Slippy, aquaplaning, dangerous as all hell. Don't expect great things from me on this one. Don't expect great things from me on any playthrough on this.
RVR closet. Says. I have to go work a bit, but if you're still streaming, I'll be back later.
I think I'm going to do this one and be off because, as you are quite aware, it is quite late. Oh, and I'm sort of like mentally preparing myself here. Let's do this. Oh. So, yeah. This isn't looking as nice as it was before. It's looking good in terms of the graphics, though. But, it's not looking favourable in terms of driving conditions. You can see that shimmer on the road. Yeah, all that standing water is very clearly visible on the road. Right, thanks for popping by.
Go in double file.
Take care.
Right, we have some wet conditions. Remember that curbs are slippery. Watch your braking distance.
This is going to be very, very difficult. See immediately all of that kicked up.
RBR closet says,
Green light.
okay, it is starting to get a bit late. Grinning face with big eyes, nice stream, bro. Talk to you later.
Take care, buddy. Thanks for popping by. Wow, I literally cannot see my breaking points. There's the
RBR
break point.
closet says, have a good night.
Take care. Oh ho ho. We got a boat coming down the inside of me. Very appropriate for this weather. Oh. Look at that disappearing into the distance. Oh. Tires are exceptionally cold at the moment. Gonna take it so easy. So easy to spin, make a mistake. Last two corners, I think. Yeah, we're coming down the straightaway in a sec. If I can see it. In behind this Bentley again. Probably a good place to be. Shield me a bit from the rain. I am terrible with that corner. In behind a fellow Ferrari here now. Oh. I almost lost it there. Through the chicane. Left-hander coming up. And then another tight right. And I think we're back to another left after this. Then we got the last right here. Oh, somebody hit me. No, next is a right, then we got a left, and then we're back on to, oh, near the straight again. I came past it there. So after this left-hand turn, it's the last right onto the straightaway. Okay, final turn. Tuck in behind this BMW, see if we can't pick up a few places.
I know, mate. The fastest step so far.
Oh. BMW touched the back of one of my panels.
Over, yeah.
So I thought we was going to do well there, and we lost a load of places. Back behind another Bentley boat. Let's make a hole here. Oh, but we lose that because he's got the inside loop there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Gah. Wow. Well, that's what the heavy rain is like. Oh. I think I'm done. I think I'm done. Wow. Oh boy.
TV says, "Hi guys, winking face."
Hey, how you doing? Oh, dear, oh dear. This really did just kill me there. The rain here just absolutely did me in. I totally lost that. Let's go out of here and go to maybe a different race. How you doing? By the way, welcome to the channel Look Up TV. As you can see, we're here with ACC 2, you know, ACC, which is the release 7. I've got a brand new system, hence I've got some stats up there so that I can see what my system was doing when I look back at the stream. Hopefully it proves that I was CPU blocked a lot, you know, bottlenecked. It's certainly feeling a lot smoother to play this game. Some of that could be improvements, but I think a lot is literally that I've got rid of a CPU bottleneck.
Says, "Looks really nice."
Yeah, it's certainly a pretty game. Let's change the track. We're going to put the weather to a little bit more favourable this time. We're going to go maybe light rain, cloud cover 50%. We'll say light rain. We'll keep with Hungary Ring though. Actually, we'll keep maybe the track because the track's not a bad track. I quite like the track. I'm staying with the Ferrari. If you're not aware of the cars that are in this at the moment, there are more to come. But I kind of like the Ferrari as it's quite a stable car. But we do have this lovely Jag. So Jaguar G3. Bentley Continental GT3. The Nissan... or I should say it properly, shouldn't I? Nissan GTR Nismo GT3, BMW M6, which is of course GT3 as well. So we also have an older one of the one is a newer edition of the GTR than the other. I can't remember which version's what. This is the 2018 version, and this is the older 2015 version. So this is the 2015 version, and this is the newer 2018 version. And then of course we got Lamborghini Huracan. I love the Lamborghini Huracan, but it's a handful. Whereas I find the Ferrari 488 is a nice, pleasant drive. So I'm sticking with what I know at the moment. I think as a system performance test as well for a brand new system, this game, of course, is pretty good. Cloud cover is kind of nice. We've got dynamic weather. We've got speed, the time of the... Let me get my words right. The time is actually sped up a bit in here as well, so we do have some gradual changes in daylight as well as weather, so that all going on makes it kind of dynamic. Of course, in Assetto Corsa 1, there is those fabulous mods. There is that wonderful day-night mod. Oh, look at the whole ring there as well. You can see the entire thing. And that patch has been laser scanned. You can see where they've got a different time of the year, I think, there. It kind of stands out, that diamond shape. But yeah, all the tracks in here are all laser scanned. The detail is just looking good. The force feedback's feeling pretty good. AI sometimes messes up a bit. There we go. We've got some light rain in there that I can see. So we've got a little bit of light rain here. Much nicer to see that than there was there. And we're alongside Bentley there.
Low tire pressure, stay away from curbs. Green light, give it all you got.
Got the inside line okay there. That was fun. I do love that. Oh, careful there, dude. I've, of course, only got the AI on about 80% because I'm not that good. But we'll creep the AI up slowly as I get better. Oh. Hey, dude. Sorry. Wow. Let's restart that. I think I really did lose it there. I lost it proper and good, didn't I? That was like, wow. Yeah. This is a great thing about VR, of course. It's a great tool for learning. And I certainly learned a lesson there. That sometimes talking and driving is extremely hard. Especially on that corner, that I really have problems with that corner.
Go in double file.
Okay, here we go. We'll hopefully make a better choice of that.
Never mind, it happens.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. It happens to me quite a few times.
Stay clear of the curbs.
But it's all a learning process.
Right, here we go. Go, go, go.
That was good. That was good. There's one on my right there.
Cup TV says, don't talk, just run.
That was much better. Oh, yeah. Oh, I do like trying to talk with it as well, though. Good into the chicane. This is a good bit more drivable than it was in that heavy rain. Just a very light splatter now. But you can see some of the standing water has become some of the standing water there. A peek down the inside here, I think I can get a position. Can I get two? Yes, I can. We kind of forced him out there a bit. Coming up to the final turn. Back onto the straight for lap one. The tyres are still a bit on the cold side. We've still only got 23 psi in the tyres. Of course, because they're going to pick up more. Oh, I touched him a bit there. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they?
The AI seems pretty sweet.
Yeah, though it does make a couple of hiccups now and then. The AI is not too bad.
Stay away from curbs.
Oh, the AI is not too bad, but occasionally it does a few things that are a little bit circumspect, but not as much as the non-AI that is me. I think I should give him that place. Felt like the right thing to do. You can see that standing water that you went through there. And again. Keep it, keep it, keep it. No, no, no. Oh, I'm losing so many places now. Okay. Let's get back to it. My tyres are going to be proper cold. But that's okay. That's what happens in races. I've totally lost it. Wow. I said the tyres were going to be cold. They really were. Right, let's just try and get some heat into the tyres. We'll just take a bit of a run through. See if I can actually catch up to the end there.
Sorry, my fault for keeping you talking.
No, 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 no. Don't worry about it. It's all a test. It's all a game. It's all a part of it. I'm here to have some fun with it. I don't mind messing up.
Well done, mate. This is my personal best.
Personal best because it was like a first lap thing.
We are at the halfway mark. Still a long way to go.
I think the audio cues are messing up a bit here. I think the audio cues are messing up a lot there. I can afford to push that. I always end up holding off of that one. This is the dodgy one. Need to come off there early. That's where you need to be. Then we can break in. I think I can still stay in third on this. Yeah, we can be more aggressive with that one. Oh, chicane, chicane, chicane.
Low tire pressure. Stay clear of the curbs.
He says that and I go straight over a curb. There's the back marker. Well, I'm the back marker, but the other back marker. I like that it is replicating quite closely what your foot is doing on the pedals. It does add that extra bit to the immersion. Right, Bentley boat here. We got past the Bentley boat. It's a big car. I'm learning my lessons with that one. I am learning my lessons on that corner now. I'm not learning about that chicane though. I really am forgetting about that chicane a lot. Oh, I love getting so close in here. When you can do this whole getting really up close, it just makes it amazing. I'm going through the standing water sort of parts there. Have a look up the inside and we made one. Forced him out there. Okay, we're hitting traffic now.
Look up TV. Says. It sure does.
Right, let's see if we can't make some places. We were both trying to make places there. We'll come in behind this hurricane.
Low tire pressure, stay away from curbs.
He's swerving around a bit. Sorry, I used him to get me stable there. Bit of a bash in the side of his door there, sorry. That was very naughty of me. But it did actually save me a bit there. I was a little bit enthusiastic. The back end was going very loose, I tell you. And I'm still not learning.
Leader is on the final lap now. Give it all you can.
We can see those fireworks happening for the leader over there. So, leader is on the final lap. So we should be doing this lap end. And then it'll be one more lap. Little bit of a tap there. I didn't slow down quite fast enough. Think we can gain a place or two here. Oh, that was good. That was very good. This corner here can be very easy to slip out on. Okay, here's the one that I'm learning. And I've got to... Ooh! Whoa, 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 whoa. I pushed it too hard.
The leader has finished the race. Low tire pressure. Stay clear of the curbs.
As long as I'm not last because of that. That'd be such a shame. No, I'm not last. That's something at least. I did spin out. You got to play it clean though on getting back onto the track though. Trying to sneaky peek up the inside there. Can we get a position by the end? We got that one extra position by the end.
Take it easy indeed, lab.
So that is pretty cool. It's a beautiful game. Definitely. I am very happy that I did actually invest in the early access of this. Right. Oh. Check this out. This is the beginning of the race. So this is but essentially the replay. All going off into T1. Nice, good bunch in there. I'll be somewhere up in there. We're looking for a red Ferrari on that one. Oh, that was a bit of a jump.
Look Up TV says, well done.
Thank you, sir. Right. So, overall, I am very, very pleased with the performance of the upgrades on the system. It certainly feels a good bit more solid here, though this game is hella demanding. And, you know, the target that I am on is locked 45 with some pretty good details. I'm just going to go over some of that, actually, at the end of the stream here, so you get some idea of where we are. You can't see the menus that I'm seeing still. That's something they haven't fixed for the output, the monitor view. They have fixed all of the overlays that happen in the car and things like that in VR, and how that's interacting with the scene, so that's good. The first options don't actually make a blind bit of difference to the VR side, so I'm not going to bother with those. What does is things like view distance. So we've got high view distance, a high amount of shadows, high anti-aliasing with temporal type. The effects are set to epic. Post-processing is set to epic. Sharpness is at 80. Foliage is mid. Textures are all epic. The frame limit is completely off. The mirror view distance is 100 meters. My mirror quality is at mid. Opponents all are visible. There's a full grid of 20 cars, including my car in there. Motion blur, of course, is disabled because with VR, motion blur does not work well with VR. Locked horizon is 0, and we're running a pixel density of 150%. We also have saturation is 100%. The advanced sharpener filter is disabled. Our material qualities are high. Temporal upsampling is enabled. Volumetric flog is... I keep on saying that. Flog. No, it's not flog, it's fog. We'll do that right. So volumetric fog is enabled. My bloom quality is high, so when you have those rays of sun, it just pings and looks really good. Our foliage LOD quality is mid, and we have a camera dirt effect, which is set to 3. One of the things I didn't do actually, which I normally would do, we're going to go back and we're just going to tell it to restart that a moment. Is I didn't show any of the extra views. I do love doing this whole overview that they do here, which is I mean, look at that. It's beautiful. It's like this is a VR version of being in a drone and just getting to see the track from, you know, full 3D depth perception, scale, the works, as a drone's eye view of the entire pre-race. And there's the circuit. Pretty mad. Okay, one thing I didn't go through was some of the views. So there's a view without the steering wheel. We've got a helmet view, which they're still messing up a bit because there's some fuzzy clipping stuff, so they haven't quite got the helmet view for VR quite right yet. So work to be done on that part there. Whoa! And here we are right on the bonnet. I feel like I don't know how to describe this, but this is scary. Wow! Oh, what a view though. Oh my god, this is scary, scary, scary stuff. I feel like I should be eating the windscreen wiper every time it goes by. It's like nom, 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 nom. Oh, I felt that. That is an amazing view though. There was that corner. This is good fun, actually. I'm trying to actually quickly... Oh, that chicane. Wow. Right, another view. So this is right up the front of the car. Bonnet type view. Oh, back end wanted to come out there. Oh, force feedback does help you so much. It's not the right way to do this as a sim, but it's kind of amazing that you can do this. I mean, what a view this provides. Obviously, when you see this on 2D and a screen, it's something different, but when you're... Whoa. That was scary. I feel like I'm a hood ornament. I honestly feel like I'm the hood ornament. Oh, that's incredible though.
Low tire pressure. Stay clear of the curbs.
And then we got behind the car here. You can see a bit, I don't know if you can see it, but I can see a bit of the temporal anti-aliasing trying to do its work here. And I do like the change in sounds. You can probably hear that. Assetto Corsa here really does shine with the sounds. Competizione has got the sounds so good. It does sound beautiful, the cars here. A big advantage, of course, of being the official partner with Blog Pon, whichever way you say it. I'm terrible at saying it. I don't know why. I always end up messing up. Is that they have some unprecedented access
Brother mate, this has been your personal best.
to make this game something really good, and it is starting to really shape up well. And let's change view again. So a little bit further back. Again, just to the car. I can really see that temporal anti-aliasing playing in there because there's a faint trail of the car that gets left behind there.
We are halfway.
Don't know if you guys can see it here, but it becomes rather obvious to me. Ooh. Oh, come on. So that was a bit of an oopsie, right? And then we're back to this view. So I think we're gonna just
Pressure. Stay away from curbs.
go back to being the bonnet for a second here. Ah. And you can see the dynamic weather has worked. So it's gone from being rainy, light rain, to not having the rain. But you still got standing water and stuff like that. Sorry, Mr. Bentley Boat. So that was not so good, but yeah, you can do that. These views, these crazy views in VR. It does make it something very, very different. I don't know if I'm great with it, but it certainly was an experience there. Right, I think we should wrap that up there. With it just doing the replay. So, Right. Ah, wrong control. I just want to thank everybody for joining in the chat. As you can see, I'm starting to get some things back together again from this new system build. We have hopefully something that's going to serve us better to give us some good content and some good fun here in VR. Especially in games like this. Look at this, check this out. Started in the rain and went through, so yeah. For those who are wondering about what the spec of the PC is now, we are now running with a Z390 motherboard from Gigabyte, which is the what is it called? The Aquarius Master. We've got 32 gigs of DDR4 Crosshair Vengeance RGB, 3200 megahertz in here. We also have an i7 9700K processor. It's not overclocked at the moment. Everything there is factory, including the graphics card as well, which the graphics card is an NVIDIA RTX 2080 Ti. So this system is pretty much where it's at. The reason I went for the i7 rather than the i9 is a lot of games I play, including Sims, tend to prefer stronger single core performance, especially DCS World, DCS World, yeah, DSC World, DCS. Oh, I always get that mixed around sometimes. But yeah, so I shall be bringing some of that content. We've also got some Elite Dangerous to look forward to, Project Cars 2, along with some other stuff here. I tested out some mixed reality earlier as well, so expect to see some content from the yet to be released Ninja Legends. Oh, there's a spin. I went around the outside. That was me there in that red Ferrari. And then I took a sneaky peek in past the inside and actually went past there, so that was cool. Of course, once again, if you are not subscribed, then please press the subscribe button. It'll be like somewhere around, probably over that way. At the end of the video, the very end, there will be a subscribe button there, but of course you can press the subscribe button normally as you would do for YouTube. And also there will be a video that's going to go up above me up there, and there'll be another one that's going to go right the way over there. But for now, this has been Assetto Corsa Competizione Release 7, and me with my brand new system, and this is really looking good for the future, I must say. I'm very, very happy about where this is sitting as a sim and how my system can perform with it. Oh, do you see that kicking up the wet off the pavement there? Right. So, thank you all for joining. Take care, and we'll see you all again, hopefully. Bye.